Who? Junko Murayama, sculptor, roboticist, amateur historian, and former curator of the Colorado Springs Museum of History. Can you believe it? I really fixed up that museum. Before me, just a bunch of dirty old trash we had to go look at 5 times a year in school. I brought the place into the 22nd century, scavenged some old robot parts to rebuild the animatronics, remade all the replicas from scratch, cleaned all the blood off the scar collector weapons. Good stuff. Officially, because of the Dorsey raid. But I think they didn't like the questions I was asking about the Patriarch's history while I was renovating the exhibits. I mean, why else would they tell me they'll be hiring a new curator? What's that got to do with the raid? I don't even know. I sent Diligent Joe, the Patriarch's private secretary, a list of questions about the Dorsey family and the routing of the Plains gangs. Just trying to clear up a few weird discrepancies, you know? Well, he doesn't get back to me, and then the raid happens, and I'm out on my ass with no explanation. That's weird, right? Heck yeah, I am. It was a real sight to behold before they shut it down. Animatronic exhibits portraying our great history, true relics of our struggle to survive, displayed for all to see. Authentic handmade replicas of lost treasures. Just some real A+ quality work, if I do say so myself. Oh yeah? What'd you think? Right? Thank you. Nice to be appreciated. I mean, I didn't do it for the praise, but if you want to keep on, I'm way into that. That's rad! Heck yes! Thank you! You won't regret this. You're over at the old airbase, right? I've read all about that place. I'll see you back at your HQ.
Is it just me, or are the marshals cracking down on folks harder than before the purchase? Oh,
Dozens killed by Dorsey thugs! Families taken hostage!
Ew, Troy! Those old people are looking at us?
It's okay, Brandy. I got this. Get lost, you perv douchebags. Before I... Wait a minute. You're old, right? Can you get us some beers? Stupid Mary Milkteeth won't sell us any. Too young, she says. Holy shit. Can you be any more lame?
Just... ew!
Brave Marshal, stop her!
I like your style, Rangers. I asked for a favor and you came through for me. Course, I'd have liked it better if you sent Isaac Reed and his trader friends to me, rather than locking them up in Ranger HQ. Seems to me that if somebody commits a crime in Colorado Springs, they should face Colorado Springs justice. And I sure would appreciate it if you keep that in mind for the future. Glad to hear that. I think we'll get along fine. Now, before I forget, let me introduce you to Hope Emerson. She heard all about you coming to town and she wants to join up. Ain't that right, Hope?
Pleasure's mine, Rangers. Ran the lockup in a little town called Amity on Colorado's eastern border. Figured I could do the same thing for you at your HQ.
Amity got flattened by the scar collectors a while back, so Hope came west. Been trying to get her to join the marshals ever since, but she keeps turning me down flat. We have some differences when it comes to crime and punishment. But that aside, she's smart, honorable, and should be an asset to your organization.
Great. I'll head over to Ranger headquarters in a bit and start fixing up your brig. I can't think of a better way to serve than to ensure that our justice is fair, even to those who transgressed against it.
So, back to business. Did you find out how the Dorseys got into town? Well, since you already dealt with Isaac, let's concentrate on Brago. I'll never understand why the Patriarch let that rat set up shop here. Been nothing but trouble, so him making a deal with the Dorseys doesn't surprise me in the least. In fact, I had a hunch he might be involved, so I sent my best man over to his nightclub, the Little Vegas, to search for a connection. Haven't heard back from him, though, and I'm a little worried. Say, what if I asked you Rangers to go to Little Vegas and check up on him? And if you happen to find proof that Brygo helped the Dorseys while you're there, well, feel free to cuff the bastard and haul him in. Take down Brygo for me, and I'll make sure your HQ gets the best-equipped armory this side of the Rockies. Guns, ammo, armor, the whole shebang. The marshal I sent to the Little Vegas is named Delgado. Family man and the best inspector I've got. Keep him safe, and I'll owe you another favor. Always a pleasure, Rangers.
Hello, Rangers. This is Gideon Reyes. I'm addressing you from Broadmoor Heights. The Patriarch has made it known that you are in need of logistical support. I can happily make a few calls, speak to a few people. In exchange, I'd like to ask that you hear me out on a proposition. It's not a thing I really do, this ransoming of aid. But these are unusual circumstances, and Colorado Springs' future hangs in the metaphorical balance. I wouldn't be asking for such an exchange if I wasn't desperate. I'll be at the church in Broadmoor Heights, and I'll tell the marshals to let you through. Come find me here.
Team November, come in. Yeah, I got Ms. Wong, the manager at the Sands Lux Apartments, on the line. And this one might actually be something. Says she's got a tenant who might be making bombs in...
Shush, shush, shush. Let me talk to them. You're leaving out important detail. It's the weirdo in apartment 3. He's gonna kill us all. There's all kinds of loud banging coming from his room. And he's not alone. He's got friends in there. They're planning something. I know it. You will? Oh, I knew you guys were better than the marshals. Come to the Sands Lux Apartments, now! That loony's liable to blow the whole place sky high!
Sorry, November. Over and out.
Huh? What do you mean by sorry?
The last issue of the Colorado.
Yeah? This is the Sands Lux Apartments? Who's there? What? You're here? I don't believe it. Come in, come in. Come in, come in. I can't believe you came. Those goddamn marshals never come. They think I'm a pest. I'm vigilant, is what I am. V-I-G-I-L-A-N-T. Anyhow, I hope you're ready for trouble, Rangers, because I got a situation here.
Oh, come on, Rosie. I always came when you called, didn't I?
You're with the Rangers now, Quan? Well, you were one of the better ones. I'm glad you're out of that marshal racket. They're bought and paid for. Sure as hell never help ordinary citizens, let me tell you. Unless you pay them extra, but I never pay anybody until they earn it. Because I ask them to do their job. They hate that, the lazy, fat-ass carbuncles. If they never did a lick of work in their lives, it would be too much for them. Ugh. Guy in room 3, Irv. He's not supposed to have anybody else living there, but I hear voices in there all the time. They're always banging on stuff, and I can smell burning and bleach and I don't know what else. Make him stop it or throw him out. Either one is fine with me. I can't. The shifty bastard's put his own locks on the door. That's how I know he's up to no good. Apartment room 3. End of the long hallway. The door's on the right. I know he's up to something. I just know it.
Okay, Rosie. We got it.
All right, marshals, listen up. If you won't take my noise complaint seriously and do your damn job, then I guess I'll just have to do it for you. There's been strange noises coming out of apartment 3 all week. People yelling and stomping around at all hours. Strange mechanical sounds. He could be making bombs for all I know. Say you need evidence? Well, Irv just left, so I'm going inside and document.
Fuck off.
Rainbow tables used to break encryption. Meat space demons intercepted. Display rendered object and assigned to translation vectors. Redundant variable detection grid populated by live stream data. Alert. Do not delete local references to object. If memory allocation is null, then unhandled exception occurs. Ensure transactions in mempool always have unique keys.
Sunday, 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 nitro burning funny cars! The square of the hippopotamus is 3 times the length of its eye. Can you see me? Do I exist? Eureka! The secret at last! The square of the hippo... They must never know. No one must ever tell them. Sunday, 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 nitro burning fun... Do you know where you're going to? Do you wife for things that wife is showing you? Hi. Do you have any books on cloning?
On what? Clowning? No clown books, sorry.
No, cloning! You know, using your own genetic material to make a new human.
Oh, you mean fucking. Yes, I've got plenty of books about fucking.
What? No, not fucking! Cloning! It's how you make new humans without sex.
Jesus. Why would anyone want to do that?
What? Who are you? What do you want? I'm Irv. What do you want? Oh no! Did you kill them? Oh, poor clones. Yeah, they weren't as human as I wanted them to be. I screwed up the formula somehow. Please don't tell the marshals, but I'm one of his clones. Unfortunately, I'm 4th generation, at least. So, I'm not as smart as the original. Smart enough to use Dr. Finster's notes to get the cloning machine working again, but not smart enough to make good quality clones. I can't even make one as good as myself, and I'm not that good. Bits of me don't work very well at all. Well, I guess I'm kinda afraid to make friends the normal way, so I made them an abnormal way. Only I didn't do it very well. When they came out of the chamber, there was something wrong with them. They were really stupid and really crazy. And they just got crazier day by day. If I hadn't run out of the apartment today, they would have killed me. I'm a bad father. I'm a bad father. Oh, Dr. Finster was a genius. He's the only person in the world to have mastered the cloning of humans. He may have become a little paranoid at the end, but that doesn't lessen any of the good he gave to the world. Until he decided all humans had to die. He was a real humanitarian. The original? No. Not anymore, but I guess, in a way, as long as I'm alive, he is too, because I'm him, aren't I? I'm him, but not the part of him that wanted to wipe out the entire human race, right? Yeah? I wasn't suggesting, no. You know the whole nature versus nurture debate? How some things are genetic and some things you learn? Well, that killing everybody part of him, that was nurture. He wasn't born that way, and neither am I. I swear. You believe me, don't you? It's true. I'm not. I'm totally not. So, you're not gonna arrest me? You're gonna let me be a real scientist? This is the best! I'm so grateful! I'll do good work for you, I promise. Thank you so much.
Books for sale!
Welcome back, children. Had another remedies for regret. Here you go, children. Salvation is at hand.
It doesn't matter how much money you got. If you don't have 100 families' blood, you're down here with the rest of us. City.
Rangers, this is Daisy. Sounds like you're at the Little Vegas, judging by all that noise in the background. Remember, your first order of business is to find Delgado. Maybe somebody in there has seen him. While you're at it, if you can prove that Brago made a deal with the Dorseys, feel free to take that bastard down. Best of luck, Ray.
Welcome to Little Vegas. We've got drinks, dancing, and games of chance. Pick your poison.
What's your favorite song?
gotta be Sex Dwarf. It bops so hard.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. This place rocks, right? This place rocks, right?
Having a good time, honey?
Present requests, party humans. Enjoy party time.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Ah, it's you, Red Hats. I was wondering when you'd come to see Charlie Knows. Farron Brago's capo, leader of men, hero of the Battle of Two Buttes, savior of St. Elmo, and friend to everyone worth knowing. Welcome to Little Vegas. Ah, a tactical masterstroke by yours truly. Imagine 2 round buttes with a narrow gorge between them. Got that picture in your mind? We lured our enemies into the gorge, then squeezed them from both sides, crushing them between the buttes. A real shitstorm, that's what it was.
I'm quite sure there was never a battle of 2 buttes, Mr. Nose. Sounds like a story you concocted while sitting in the outhouse.
Oh, you wouldn't say that if you'd been there. I'll never forget the groans, the plops of the fallen, the terrible smell. Not surprised you haven't heard of it. St. Elmo was lost to a fire years ago, sadly. But it was a thriving town before then. Thanks to old Charlie, yep.
Don't listen to a word old Charlie says, Rangers. He's the biggest bullshitter in Colorado Springs.
Says the biggest bullshitter in Colorado Springs. All those and more. I have plenty to tell you, Red Hats. All you need is working ears and an open heart. Charlie is a friend to all, and all know Charlie. So what can Charlie do for you? El Gato? What?
Come on, Charlie, you remember Delgado. Nice guy, family man, way too good for the trash in this place. No way you could miss him.
Oh, not like you, Marshall. You blend right in with the rest of us. Sorry, haven't seen him. Old Charlie would tell you if he had. I'm the floor boss. I make sure our guests are happy and entertained, and that they don't wander into the back rooms. I can? Did you mean, will you let us through? In that case, no. Jokes aside, Mr. Brago doesn't let anyone into the back without his explicit say-so. And we take Mr. Brago's instructions very seriously. If you want to go back there, talk to him, not me. Ah, Mr. Brago's pride and joy. Our pride and joy. He founded this club after coming here from Vegas. Apparently, it emulates the style of Sin City, but I never saw that place myself. You want to talk to the man in charge? You'll find Mr. Brago upstairs. Why wouldn't I? Isn't that who you are, with your hat so red? Oh well, can't help you if you're confused. You see this silver ram medal? You like it? It's my favorite badge. The patriarch himself gave it to me. Yes, sir, for saving his eldest son. Man, you should have seen the size of that snake. See this one with the skull? Sheriff Daisy gave it to me for dealing with a corrupt marshal. She was a beast, let me tell you. Must have had some kind of mutation. 8 foot tall with fists like bricks. But I gave her the old razzle-dazzle, took her down.
Razzle-dazzle? Was that what you call falling while running away from her and tripping her with your quivering ass?
That worked, didn't it? She fell face first into a fire plug. Knocked her cold. Till next time, Red Hats.
Fuck! Fuck! I'm so screwed! Like, totally. Fuck you! I'm a sick man! Fuck! Like, I went upstairs to get my shit out of the safe, but Boulder and his mercs took my pants and kicked me out before I could get it. No fucking way I'm dealing with that asshole again. But I need that stash or I'm dead. Can you help me? Not my drugs. Other people's. Well, mostly. I got deliveries to make. Rhino and Focus. 5 each. I owe a lot of money. I don't sell this shit and they'll kill me. In a safe? Upstairs in the private room? Here's the combination. Just watch out for Boulder.
What are you runts doing in here? This is a private party. None of your fucking business.
Oh, they're mercs. Happened to be in town when the Dorseys attacked, so we paid them to help us out. Nice to see him putting the Patriarch's money to good use.
Defending Colorado Springs and beating those toothless shit-kicker Dorseys to a bloody paste. Local 168! Let me hear you! Woo! Ha! You mean shakes? You runts are running errands for a junkie? Get out of here. We're gonna sell that shit when we sell his pants. Oh, so you've got some cojones. Well, if it's a fight you want, the local 168 are happy to oblige. Hey, now, hold on. We was looking for a throwdown, not a gun down. We don't get in killing fights, unless somebody's paying. What was it you wanted again? Maybe we can help you out. Used to be a union. Scrap Miners Local number 168. Organized when we was working the yard in Steel Town. Pay was shit, conditions were brutal, hours were criminal. So we unionized. Smart, right? Not so much. Boss Markham sacked us and hired a bunch of refugees to take our jobs. So we had to find a new way to make coin. Decided we could use our muscles for fighting just as well as mining. And reformed as a mercenary company. Local 168. Best there is, if you can afford union rates. Yeah, we saw him. That Charlie Nose fella? Dragged him into the back rooms behind the bar. Then do it and get out. Just be quick about it. Good.
Local 168, booyah! 168! 168!
Any luck? Do you have my 5 Rhino and 5 Focus? What? Well, that wasn't... You never said anything about money. Fine! Bunch of assholes! This is all I have. Now, get out of my way. Just a little, even me out.
Oh my gosh, tell me.
These stairs lead to Mr. Brago's lounge. He said I should let you go, but don't even think about messing with that computer behind me. I got one job, and that's guarding that computer. And if you was to mess with it, well, that would be a very bad day for you, my friend. A very bad day. That is the computer that controls the ventilation system. And I have to guard it because it's broken, and there could be real trouble if anybody said it wrong. Big trouble. If you set the fan to off and the heat to max, which isn't supposed to be possible, But right now it is. The furnace could catch fire and burn the whole place down. So I'm not leaving my post for anything. Well, maybe if a fight broke out, I would. But nobody would be stupid enough to start a fight in Mr. Brygo's place, would they? You're not gonna say I said any of this, are you?
Hello again, Red Hats. You like it? He used to be a real lady killer. Then he made the unwise decision to double-cross Mr. Brygo, so the boys took him into the back room. Had him in there for weeks, poor bastard. You could hear his screams clear across town. He came back with a face that wasn't so pretty anymore, and without Master John Goodfellow. Kendall, get it?
What a revolting story.
Yeah, he didn't like it much either, especially the ending. Well, ain't you a clever seed of red hats? But let's not be rash here, yeah? The only way you're getting past that door is through a hail of bullets. And no one wants that, right? Look, it wasn't Mr. Brygo who conspired with the Dorseys. He's not that stupid. But a little bird told me it was someone in our organization. I can give you a name. All you gotta do is prove this guy was acting on his own. Way I see it, everybody wins. You get your culprit, and we don't get in trouble with the law. Once you clear Mr. Brygo's name, I'm sure he'll release Delgado. Look for our man McTavish at the machine shop, near Pillory Square. I don't care what you do to him, but if you can come back and prove the rest of us weren't involved, I'm sure we can make a deal, yeah? Also, I didn't tell you this, Red Hats. Till next time, Red
Well,
Hats.
go on. I told you, Mr. Brygo gave me instructions to let you raise
So
the crew.
gaudy.
I don't know
So
what the boss is thinking.
ostentatious.
Marshals would shut us down if we fixed the game.
Not with a kickback, they would.
Ah, Rangers, what a pleasure. I heard you were in town. It must be, what, 20 years since we crossed paths? Not that any of you would remember that, of course. You were probably just kids when Vargas and Angela Death and the rest helped me save Vegas. And I hear we have you to thank for Cassidy's fine clothiers being back in business. My capos and I thank you. If not for Cassidy's, we'd have to settle for second-rate suits from the bazaar. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm Farron Brygo. Welcome to Little Vegas. My recreation of the glories of the town we lost. Perfect, isn't it? You haven't heard the story? Hey, I'll never forget it. 20 years ago, Vegas was being overrun by robots. A nightmare. Then Angie and Snake and their squad showed up, guns a-blazing, and saved the day. Heroes, every one of them. Helped me consolidate control of the city, too. Of course, 15 years later, the robots came back and destroyed everything. But you know all about that. They attacked you, too. Anyway, that shared history makes me happy you're here. I hope you'll enjoy your stay. I'm glad you think so. You should have seen it 5 years ago. Nothing here but the walls, and half of them were falling down. We really worked hard to get where it is today. But enough about me. How are things with the Rangers? Is General Vargas still in charge? I'd love to give him my regards. We owe him and his team a lot. Damn. I'd heard rumors, but... well, I'm not surprised that's the way he went out. A hero to the end. Thank you for telling me. I'll raise a glass in his honor tonight. Now, what can I do for you? Ah, yes. Had that painted for my office back in Vegas. Before the robots came. Not a bad likeness, eh? Thank you, Rangers. That's very flattering. But really, it's not so much that I haven't aged, but more that the cares and woes of running Vegas back then made me old before my time. Since I've come to Colorado, I feel 20 years younger. Like I said, 15 years after the Rangers saved us, the robots came back. Deadlier than before. We held out as long as we could. But without help from the Rangers, the end was inevitable. As to why we came to Colorado? Well, we heard some rumors of the good work the Patriarch was doing out here. Creating a stable, prosperous society. That's exactly the kind of environment a business like mine needs to flourish. So we packed up our roulette tables and hit the road. I know any attempt to recapture the past is doomed to failure. But I had to try. It's not quite Vegas, but it's close. And since I can't go back, this will have to do, won't it? And besides, the customers don't know it's a pale imitation. To them, this is paradise. All of Sin City behind one door. Certainly. Ask away. What? I don't want those kind of connections. Murder in the streets is bad for business. If I were you, I'd be looking for someone with a grudge against the Patriarch. Not exactly a short list, I know, but... He does odd jobs for me. But he's his own man. He has his own business. I don't keep tabs on him, if that's what you're asking. If he's the one who let in the Dorseys, then do what you need to do. Bastard's a traitor. Good luck.
Oh, look! This time the marshal sent substitutes to shake us down. Well, you stand-ins get one warning. Fuck off, or get fucked up. Yeah? Well, McTavish doesn't want to talk to you. And you just used up your one warning. Fuck 'em up, boys.
Mark's in.
Much obliged.
Guess. It's assholes that shot my boys. Well, I'm not looking for a bullet in the face, so you can fuck right the hell off. Oh wait, don't. Goons are cheap, but good doors are replaceable. Alright, come in. But I'm no helpless in here, I'm warning you.
Wait, I can you. You're them wee numpty Sunlanders wha came all the way from Arizona to suck the Patriarch's cock. But what happened to the rest of yous? Couldn't you tack the cold? Couldn't you drive on ice? Couldn't you swim? Oh, hey. I'm just pulling your pudding. Can you not take a joke? And you've got 10 seconds to lick my boss, you flatland hicks. I'm under Farnbrago's protection. You can't touch me, you cunts. Huh? No, I mean, if you shoot me, then he's gonna... what a load of shite. This ain't fair. Everybody shuts on me, everybody. Okay. Looks like you got me at a disadvantage, so let's make a deal, eh? You push flaps drop me enough to skip tune, and I'll tell you what I can. Ah, damn it to hell. I'm not going back to the stocks, no way. Fine, I'll spill your muggy desert trash. Okay, yeah, I let the Dorseys into the city, and I'm glad I did. Least I could do after the Patriarch put me in the pillories. Asshole froze my bloody face off. I got a crater worm and no should be. Of course I wanted some revenge. Wouldn't you? Ah, the time! How'd you know that? Bloody hell, that's another thing the Patriarch owes me for my health! I didn't know that's what they were going to do. I just thought they were going to kill Buchanan. I know, right? Oh, well, I was buying some wholesale medicine for Gaji when all of a sudden the marshal jumped out of nowhere and grabbed me. Say I'm buying me intent to sell or some shite. I try to tell him I'm no selling it. I'm getting it away with every purchase of an oil change at my shop, but the babags can't see the difference, so they drag me off to the pillories. I mean, I busted for charity, I ask you. 99% sure those guys took me by and sold it themselves too. Fucking marshals, they should stay on their inside of the law. Are you kidding me? This is a bear shot in the woods. Of course the marshals are corrupt. They work for the patriarch, don't they? And he's the most corrupt tallywhash of them all. You think he's the great feather who takes care of the people of Colorado? That's shite. He takes care of the people who take care of him. That's it. Now the rest of us peons are just here to keep the machines running. That's why I ended up working for Brago. How he's a crook too, but he doesn't pretend he's no. No like some people I could name. That's Scottish. I'm Scottish. See, Scottish plaid, Scottish logo, everything Scottish. The McTavishes were the kings of Scotland once you can. Look at right, it's Scottish. I learned it from a video of Braveheart, which was right there when they made Scotland. It's got to be right. Because I funded tape in a burnt out car, so it could be a wee bit warped. What? No way. Why would they think that? Mr. Bragg wouldn't want to do with us nothing. What are you going to do with me? Custody, you whores! Didn't I tell you what you want to know, you fucking lawmen are all the same!
Copy, November 1. This is Ranger HQ. Go ahead. Copy that, Team November. Arrest team from HQ is en route.
McTavish, and I'm fra Glasgow way. Shit, that's not it. Oh, look, me, ball-bag, sod, you wee cunts. I want bile your head, you jammy git. Hey, you've a face like a scalped horse, you dobar. Aye, that'll do.
Nice to see the city back to life, huh? Yeah.
Got any good news, Rangers? I sure could use some. Let me see that. Who? Huh. Brago wrote this? That means he knew what McTavish was planning, and he didn't tell a soul. Knowing about an attack on the city and keeping your mouth shut? That's treason. We got him. Rangers, you've got my full support to haul that bastard in, or shoot him dead. Either way's fine by me. And don't forget about poor Delgado. What's on your mind? That's good old-fashioned Colorado justice. We slap lawbreakers into the pillories, strip 'em down, and let the cold do its work. You can't go easy on traitors and criminals, not in a place like this. Not with the Wasteland right outside the walls. Only thing keeping us civilized is the law, and folks need to see what happens to people who break it. Best damn outfit in the city. We're independent and tough as hell. Only person we answer to is the patriarch. No offense to the 100 families, but they're not welcome in the marshals. My boys and girls are ordinary folks who had to struggle for what they've got. That's the way I like it. Oh, I've been here a long time, Rangers. Started out as the Patriarch's bodyguard about 30 years ago, and he liked my style. Guess I was a cute young thing back then. After I helped him whoop the Plains gangs, he put me in charge of the marshals. Been doing the job ever since. Never gave him cause to complain. I keep things nice and peaceful around here. Roger that.